Hi guys, I'm going to show you how we put together this really pretty cake. This was a birthday cake and it was pretty easy to make, so I want to show you guys how to do it. So I'm putting some white buttercream and some very, very light pink buttercream, and you can see I'm just kind of scattering it all over the cake, and then I'm just smoothing it out with a very large smooth cake comb. This one's from Ester cakes. I'll put the link in the description. For this actual cake, we are doing a rough edge on top of the cake, so you don't have to worry about getting those super sharp edges if that's not something that you're comfortable with. So once you finish that bottom tier, put it in the fridge. Go on to your top tier and do the same thing. Just put some white buttercream, some very light pink buttercream, and just smooth the sides. Leave that top alone because we're gonna do the rough edge. Once this one's done, pop that one in the fridge, then take the larger one out. Make sure you put some dowels for support, and then you can stack your cake on top. I like to put a center dowel through the whole thing. I'm painting the edge of the rough edge cake with the edible gold bling highlighter. I will put the link in the description. All of my flowers have been wrapped with floral tape as well as the leaves. For these leaves, instead of making them with fondant, I decided to just paint real leaves. Sometimes it looks better, much more natural. So I just put those real leaves on parchment paper and then I just paint them. I'm using real edible gold leaf. This is loose leaf, edible gold leaf. It comes in a little container rather than on those little sheets, which I think is way easier. You just grab it with a little pair of tweezers and then you'll kind of brush it against your cake with a clean, dry brush. Now this is a birthday cake, so I did make a name out of fondant and I let it dry about 2 to 3 days in advance. That way they dry nice and hard so that they can stand up straight. And then I'm just painting my edible glue underneath the letter so that they stick to the board. To get the butterfly to stay in place on the board, I put a tiny piece of fondant under the body of the butterfly and put some edible glue, and then it stayed in place. So this is how the cake came out. I was totally in love with it. I think it's so pretty and it's so elegant. I think it's easy enough for you guys to follow along, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me below and I'll try to help you out as best as I can. Don't forget to like and subscribe.